What's up, everybody, and welcome to a brand new episode of Bricks and Toys. And finally, a episode in the month of November. Wow, guys. Well, it's been almost an entire week since we even did our last video, which was a short for Halloween, mind you. And it's been a very interesting week nonetheless. We finally have the Black Friday set to talk about, which I'm really not going to talk about because I just don't get it, to be honest with you. And it's not I don't get it from a disrespectful point of view. It's just I don't do the franchise. And in case you guys don't really know what I'm talking about, well, guys, it's the new Star Trek Enterprise set. So a new sci-fi franchise finally gets to grace LEGO. For so many years, 25 almost now, or 26 actually, I think, we've had LEGO Star Wars. And Star Wars has always gotten the prime treatment and also the very expensive license treatment with LEGO, and now we get to share the space with, well, Trekkies. And, people have their thing about, Star Wars people versus the Trekkies and all that. I don't get into it at that level. I just think it's really cool that if you're into LEGO and you're into Star Trek, well, welcome to adult LEGO building with your first license set from Star Trek. But today's video is not too much about that, but I did just want to touch in about it because I believe it's going to be around $350 to $400 for the set. I'm loosely following because I do think it's cool that we have a new sci-fi franchise. Now, I have not done enough research on this to see if the minifigures are up to the quality or if they're going to fall short like they have been for Star Wars and Harry Potter sets as of recently. But guys, that will be your Black Friday set to finish off the month of November. We got the Goonies, we got the aquarium, and now we got the Enterprise for Black Friday. And that is all of our new stuff in November, and we are buying none of it. I also never got into the Goonies, never got into Star Trek. I did have a real black light aquarium at one point, so I guess the aquarium would be the one I could relate to the most, but I'm not interested in that, even though I don't have to do the bi-weekly and monthly maintenance that I did on the actual real aquarium. So for today's video, what are we unboxing or lack thereof? Because honestly, I got the boxes in, I cut them open, and I started pulling out the sets, and I'm like, you know what? I should have done this on camera. So instead of doing it like how we normally do it when we get mail in LEGO, well, it's all on the floor and I'm just going to pull it up one at a time, kind of like how we do with our normal shopping hauls. But we have a mixed bag of LEGO sets. Some things that are retiring soon, some things that my mom wanted, some things that I kind of told her that I want to get her for Christmas, and she may watch this, she may not. I don't think she watches my videos anymore. When she came over to visit last week, she was quite surprised that her son bought the $1,000 Death Star, and I don't think she was too happy with me. Winning. Just playing, guys. So without further ado, let's get into these sets and let's talk about why they're here, why we're building them, or why we're not, because there's actually one set that's kind of cool in my opinion that we're not even going to build. So let's get into it. So because I am a very busy individual with work and I just don't have a lot of time to pay attention, I can't even remember to pay certain bills on time anymore now that I'm working full time. Welcome back to full-time employment, right? You forget everything and just focus on your job, and then it becomes a mess. Anyway, guys, I don't remember what the threshold was for this GWP, but I did place 2 orders. One order I placed because, well, it was my mom's idea and it was her money, and the other order was my idea and my money because that's Christmas gifts for my mom. So because we did our ordering like that and got 2 large shipments of LEGO in, we have 2 of these GWPs, and I don't really know too much about what these are. I just took them out of the box and was like, oh, cool, Disney GWP. But this is going to be a set number 40774, Classic Animation Scenes. It's a 270-piece set, and it just looks to be a TV that you can have the old school Disney intro castle logo on, or you can have a Toy Story screen on, and or the Lion King. I guess it's just as simple as that. Looking at the back of the box, you can kind of see those scenes and how they kind of switch in and out. It's okay. I definitely think I will be keeping these brand new in box. I just don't see the need to clutter up my space with these sets to be built. I might keep one and give one as a gift for this holiday season, as I do know a family that just had a baby boy named Andy, and they really like the movie Toy Story and kind of themed the baby's nursery like Toy Story because, well, they named their kid Andy, and so I may build one of these and save it for them for the holidays. So that's the GWP, guys. Now let's get into what we bought to get these GWPs. So our first set we're going to kick off with is the Blacktron Renegade. Now, I think I did do a review video on this without having the physical set back in January, but they're already talking about discontinuing this set. It's actually on LEGO's website as retiring soon. And I did get the GWP January 2023 of the Blacktron Cruiser, and I've always kept that one new in box, and I thought it was so freaking cool. And when they came out with this set, I thought it was cool too, but with the way that my channel funding is working out, sometimes I pay, sometimes my mom pays, and sometimes, you know, money has to be borrowed. I really have to pick and choose on the sets that I want to buy, so I cannot always be tempted by retro allure to buy a set until they decide to retire it basically only a year into its cycle. I don't know if it didn't sell well. I always thought it was a pretty trendy looking set. I like the black, I like the yellow. You know what Wiz Khalifa used to say, black and yellow. I just think it's a really clean looking ship. So this one I actually will not be building. I will keep this new in box. I've always respected this set more as a set to be in the box than to be a set that I would actually want to build, because I just like the way it looks, and it's cool to me to know that I still have the GWP in the box, so this should stay in the box too, and they can kind of be in somewhat closeness to each other. And I also will be building a backlog box shelf to actually display in my living room, and I think this will be a cool addition to this new display idea that I got going on. So, Blacktron Renegade, about $100. If you guys have not bought this set and you guys are interested in it, consider buying it now, because 1 year and it's woohoo, goodbye. Now, grabbing from behind me, I finally got my mom to pay attention and realize the Neuschwanstein Castle actually exists. I think this one cost $279.99, basically $280 here in the US. And this is not my theme. This is her theme. She saw a Lego catalog, ironically placed on my desk while she was visiting here last week. She saw it for herself, and she's like, that is really cool. And I'm like, yeah, Mom, I know it's really cool. You collect those sets. I love building them for you. You should get it. Well, here it is. So this will be a build on the channel. I am super excited to build it. Maybe super excited. It's pushing it a little bit, because going down here to the bottom, it is set number 21063 with 3,455 pieces. That's going to be 3,455 little 1x1 type elements for the majority of the set, because these sets are pretty much little elements that make this beautiful detailed model. I still am excited to build it because I love involving my mom in what I do, as we did start this together. Even though we are 10 hours apart, I still like us to kind of be together with this project of a Lego channel. So anytime I get to do anything for her, it's really awesome. Neuschwanstein Castle, finally coming to the channel, guys. So excited. Now let's continue on with this side of the desk, and then we'll get back to this side. And guys, not all of these products are actually going to be Lego. I have other products too that we are going to be building sometime soon, because we do have more than Lego for this video. Now, one that I purchased with my own money is going to be Gizmo. I just talked about this set just about a week or two ago on the channel, and I said how this would be an excellent gift idea. Here is me putting my money where my mouth is. I strongly believe if you know somebody that's slightly into Lego, slightly from the 80s, and enjoyed the Gremlins, this is going to be your holiday go-to, just as it was for me. This is Lego Ideas number 69, Gizmo 21361, 1,125 pieces, and he does cost $109.99, basically $110 here in the US. We just got done talking about it, so it's not too much more to say other than I bought him for my mom. She doesn't know it yet. I don't think she'll even watch this video, so that's all good. And I can't wait to surprise her this holiday season with this set. Now, our next one is an interesting one. I don't know who this is actually for. Originally, my mom said she wanted it. She always has loved the Hogwarts Express. I built it for her in the early days of the channel, the big collector's edition. She saw this in the catalog. She decided she wanted it for herself. Upon the purchase of this set, she realized that I had all 7 books, and she's like, maybe you want that to go with your books. Yeah, that might not be a bad idea. Hogwarts Express, collection of Harry Potter books. The other half of Hogwarts Express kind of makes sense. So as of right now, this set, which is set number 76450, Book Nook Hogwarts Express, it is a $100 set. I'm going to build it on the channel. I'm going to review it and do all the good stuff with it. I'm going to set it aside, and then we'll figure it out in a couple months whether she wants to take this or if she wants to leave it with me. But for now, I'm building it for her, and we'll see if it becomes a permanent staple in the Bricks and Toys collection. I do have to say, looking at the set, it looks really cool. I don't have my own representation of the Hogwarts Express. For a while there, I did own it again, apart from my mom, but I wanted the space back in my collection, so I did end up giving that set back to my mom, and it's now back in Arizona where it belongs. So if I did keep this set, it would be cool because I would finally have some representation of the Hogwarts Express in my collection. Now, before we go any further, let's talk about non-Lego builds coming to the channel. They finally arrived. I think they actually arrived in October, and I'm a month late to the party. Again, full-time employment is great, guys. Time just goes whoop, and you're like, wait, oh man, I'm late. But anyway, we have the new $50 brick shop set. And the best thing about this is it's not Lego, and it came with a 25% off coupon. So this $49.99 set, basically $50 here in the US, only costed me about $40 plus tax. So that's kicking it off pretty good right there. This is part of the Elite series. We've already been over, I think, 4 of these builds. There's the Speed, there's the Elite, and there's the Premier, I believe. There's only one Premier set. I think right now this is the 3rd Elite set. And I think that there's a 3rd Speed set, which we may or may not have. But this is going to be a 10 and older 858 piece set, and it's the custom 62 Chevy pickup. I think that this is going to be a really cool truck to build. My grandpa actually had one of these trucks when I was just a kid for a brief moment of time. Probably had it a lot longer before I was born than after the fact. But anyway, super excited to bring this one to the channel, probably sometime in the month of November. Again, guys, I'm not a Lego snob. If the product is good enough, I will build anything. I promise. I just need a reason to try, and with this brick shop stuff, it doesn't get any better because you do get a set of metal wheels, and you do get a cool little die-cast Hot Wheels car exclusive to the set. Really enjoy these ones, guys. And on the theme of the brick shop, yes, there was one more Speed series. Of course there is, guys. And there is another one coming, and I think it's actually 2 Audis. I think we're getting an Audi R8 Elite, and we're getting an Audi 5-door Sports Coupe from the 80s or 90s or something like that. So we are getting 2 more. I think those are coming in December, actually. So for now, for the month of, October, November, we got these 2. This one is a 10 and older 289 piece set, and it's a custom 68 Camaro. I do feel like the Chevy pickup and the Camaro being the custom, they are a little bit on the wilder side. They're not as tame as the prior builds of these that we featured on the channel, like the Maserati, the Cadillac, or the Acura. But nonetheless, they are part of the collection, and I really want to just collect them all right now because they're priced really well and they're really fun to build. If you guys have not built any brick shop stuff, like I said, check it out. So now we're coming down to the end of the wire here. We got one small one over here, and we got one big one over here. And I'm trying to decide which way I want to go because they both have to do with Christmas season. But one is a Christmas gift and one is a Christmas decoration. Let's go decoration. So guys, I did try to buy the Christmas sets. I told you guys I wanted to wait until middle of November, maybe December, and pick them up. But I was greeted with a really hard slap in the face. Out of all of the new holiday Christmas stuff from Lego, all of it's on back order till either the end of November or early December, or even all the way out to almost February, which is around my birthday in January. And obviously buying Christmas decorations to display this December is not going to work if I can't get it until the last week of January. So we are a little short with Christmas sets. They have the Holiday Express train, which with our money situation right now, I can buy it next year. I'm really not feeling spending $130 on a little tiny train. It's cool, but it's like, ugh. I just don't have that disposable income at the moment. But I did manage to get funding from my mom to get the biggest holiday decoration set that they did announce this year and release, and that is the $329 Christmas tree. This was the focal point. This is the one out of all of them that I really, really wanted. And it's not the fact that I wanted it because it was a $300 giant ass Christmas tree. It's the fact that it's basically an 18 and older Christmas tree that's huge, built out of Lego, and you can reuse the box to store it for seasons to come. I don't know where I'm going to keep it because my house is really small and my storage closet's even smaller, but we'll figure that out. Now, even though I did say it is kind of like an 18 and older set, it is actually a 9 and older set, so kids can get in on the build of this, so that's really cool. It is set number 41843, family Christmas tree with 3,171 pieces. That is huge for a Christmas set. Lego is going all in on this one. But I do have to say this is a lot easier to accept than a giant 4,000, almost 5,000 piece, $500 Lego aquarium for a fact. Just looking at this set, there's just so much going on with it. It opens up. It's got the elf headquarters. It's got Santa in a sleigh. It even has this cool little brick-built kitty cat with a Santa hat on it. This is just going to be so fun. This video will probably be released sometime by the end of November because I will want this thing out as soon as the turkey goes in the fridge and we're decorating for Christmas this holiday season. I am so happy out of all of the mist sets, the AT-AT gingerbread walker and the holiday train that I passed up on and all the other little ones, that I at least was able to get my hands on this. I don't think people are really buying it because it's such an expensive holiday set, but I don't see the reason not to. Our last set to feature is the pink bouquet of roses, or the bouquet of pink roses to be exact. This is a botanical set, set number 10374, with 789 pieces. I'm pretty sure it's just a recoloring of the red roses. Now, why did I decide to purchase this set? Well, again, this is one that I purchased just like with the Gizmo set, and that is because I wanted to actually gift this to my mom for the holiday season. My mom showed some interest in the pink roses, but she kind of said, hey, save my money on the pink roses and the Gizmo and make sure you can buy yourself that Christmas tree. And I was like, okay, thank you, Mom. I appreciate that. But secretly I was like, don't worry, Mom. I'm going to get you the Gizmo. I'm going to get you the pink roses for the Christmas. You just ain't going to know it because me spending, $150 versus $320 is better for my situation. And I guess she had to do what she has to do for her financial situation as well. Things are getting tight, guys. Things are getting tight for everything and anything in the world. If you're living, you know what I mean. But anyway, guys, pink roses, holiday gift from my mom, and that is it. I am very happy that we have all of this content. I don't know the schedule. I don't really plan on being strict to the schedule. If you guys watched my November warm-up video or outlook video, I did say I want to try to work on things with the channel. Not a lot of people commented, but I did get a traditional comment that I always get on my videos. Fix the thumbnails. Fix the thumbnails. I don't really know why the thumbnails are such a big deal. I mean, I get it. But at the same time, why should you judge a book by its cover? You should always read the book. You get the metaphor, right? It seems like the superficialness with YouTube is taking over. And I even noticed with YouTubers that I watch that they'll change the thumbnail a week into their video or even 2 or 3 days into having a video released. So you think that it's not a video you already watched and you click it again and it's like, oh, I already watched this. What the hell? They changed the thumbnail. To me, it seems really, really scammy with the thumbnail thing on YouTube when it comes to views and making ad revenue. And if you guys know anything about my channel is meant to be honest and pure and wholesome, and I don't want to do anything to make you guys clickbait into my video. I don't want to do anything to be scammy in my video. So I'm still looking into ways that I could compromise, make an interesting thumbnail, maybe learn Photoshop, and go from there. It doesn't seem like I have to do a whole lot with editing. Nobody really commented on the editing. Some people said it's gotten better and better and they don't mind it. But the thumbnail came up once again, and I don't know how to make it any more grabby, so I will be doing research on that. But more importantly, for the month of November and going forward, I'm just focused on working, trying to keep my bills down, keep my family afloat while we navigate through these difficult times in our economy here in the US. I don't know how it is for everyone else out there, but here in the US, things are just getting a lot harder and harder as these next 4 years go on. And it's just not harder by money, it's just harder by money and everything that it takes to live to be a normal American. Anyway, guys, that's all I have for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did, please consider hitting the subscribe button to follow along with everything that we do here. As usual, share the video with a friend, hit the thumbs up, the like button. That would be awesome. As per usual, drop comments down below. What sets are you excited for the most? What sets do you think I should also look into? And just drop a general comment. I'd love to talk with you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. You all have a good one.